The other day, I went to a restaurant with my girlfriend and my 4-year-old.
Huh?
And the server came up and said, "Hello, ladies," and proceeded to take our drink order. And as soon as the server left, my 4-year-old looked at me and just gasped and was like, "They called you a lady." She
Okay. Um, so much. So much just right there. 16 seconds. I'm gone already. Okay. Uh first of all, huh? Okay, so I'm guessing that the baby was adopted. That's gonna be my first assumption, right? Because at least the way that I've learned it, two ladies uh bumping coot nannies doesn't ever lead to a baby. So I'm just going to assume that because I want to establish a foundation for the rest of the story. So I'm assuming baby adopted. Okay. So you adopt a baby into, I don't know how long you've been with your girlfriend for. So I'm assuming that the baby is adopted into that structure right there. So the baby, 4 years old, is now in the belief system that you, a woman who is her mother in essence, is how do I explain this one? Is not a lady or a woman. So you have a 4-year-old. You have a 4-year-old who you are indoctrinating into believing that you are not a woman, as you are a woman who is with another woman who literally calls yourself a lesbian. That am I getting this? Maybe there's more. Let me go ahead and just and run the rest of this. There's only 15 seconds left, so
also corrected a family member the other day who she heard me and just went, "They, them, they, them, they, them," over and over again.
okay. I can't get through another second of that. No, we're not doing that. No, 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 no. We're not about to have the babies buying into delusion and now pushing that same delusion onto everybody else. We're not going to do that. Lord have mercy. I did not know what the hell we were getting into. I just saw the bull nose ring and I knew we were in for something today. I was not expecting this. Okay. Yeah, I have an issue with they, them. I do. When it first came out, I thought it was going to be a little cute fad and, it was going to pass by. It was this ridiculous thing. Oh, yeah, we got more than two genders. 8 years later, here we are. And people are literally, governments have accepted this maniacal way of seeing the world. Governments. There are people who have been kicked out of jobs, kicked out of schools, who have lost licenses in different industries because they were unwilling to bow the knee to this mental insanity. And now we have 4-year-olds who are, I'm teaching my 4-year-old reality. I don't know about y'all. I'm teaching my 4-year-old reality, and I'm teaching them to also be respectful. So you got a 4-year-old now calling out grandma, talking about, grandma, it's they, them. What did this little midget on? Are you talking to me sideways like that? Talking about some they, them? Huh? Nah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please tell me there's something else here I'm missing.
Again until they acknowledged her. All that to say, if my freshly 4-year-old can figure out pronouns, so can your shitty boomer parents. No more excuses. The other day, I went to a restaurant with my girlfriend and my 4-year-old. And the other day, I went to a restaurant with my girlfriend and my 4-year-old. And the server came up and said, "Hello, ladies," and proceeded to take our drink order. And as soon as the server left, my 4-year-old looked at me and just gasped and was like, "They called you a lady." She also corrected a family member the other day who she heard me.
The fact that they called you a lady is actually surprising because you're a chick, you're a female, but lady I think is kind of reserved. You know what I mean? Like lady, it's like gentleman. Oh, you're a gentleman. You're a lady. There's some sort of demure about it. You know what I mean? Like to get that title, you got to earn that title. it's like true respect. You earn that by the way that you move through life. Ooh, lady. You know what I mean? Lady. Like you open the door, you like give a little, curtsy, and we give a little bow. That's lady. You are looking like okay. You are looking like they, them. I'm gonna give you that. You're not, because that doesn't exist. That's a plural word. Them is a plural. They is, I guess, can be referring to all that. Oh yeah, they did this. I guess them as well. Oh yeah, them, like an individual. But no, like you're a chick, right? And your daughter, who I guess somehow you recognize gender there. You recognize your daughter, which is beautiful. Thank God. This is not yet a story of my my son, daughter, or daughter, son. You understand me? Thank God for that. But
and just went, they, them, over and over again until they acknowledged her. All that to say, if my freshly 4-year-old can figure out pronouns, so can your shitty boomer parents. No more excuses.
Your child didn't figure out pronouns. They were conditioned by a mentally compromised adult who likely adopted them into the situation and possibly maybe gave birth to them, which is even more confusing because that then means that you started off as not this, but then now you are this. So you had a child 4 years ago with a man, but then you ended up, maybe you had surrogacy. Surrogacy could be an option. Possibly that, but there is a small likelihood that you made a decision somewhere along the way that, wait a minute, I'm not getting enough attention as just a straight woman. Let me go ahead and switch to the other side, get myself a daughter. And oh wait, nah, it's not working still. Let me go ahead and not just be a lesbian. Let me go ahead and be an entity, no longer be a he or she, just did this somewhere in between. That's basically what I am assuming is going on because of the stories that I've heard thus far. It is usually clocking. It is usually that exact same situation, but even one step further, in this day and age where it's not just the they, them. It's like I'm a dude who became a chick, but then I'm also a they, but then I also have a partner who is a chick who became a dude, but I'm not gay, but I'm not straight. Because we... One more time. Maybe again, I'm missing something. I have to be. Please let me know. Am I missing something? Is there something in here that I'm not hearing that I'm supposed to be hearing? One more time, and then we're out of here.
The other day, I went to a restaurant with my girlfriend and my 4-year-old, and the server came up and said, "Hello, ladies," and proceeded to take our drink order. And as soon as the server left, my 4-year-old looked at me and just gasped and was like, "They called you a lady." She also corrected a family member the other day who she heard me and just went, they, them, over and over again until they acknowledged her. All that to say, if my freshly 4-year-old can figure out pronouns, so can your shitty boomer parents. No more excuses.
Okay. Yeah, no, I heard everything. Yeah, mental illness. That's my diagnosis. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Now, if you'd like to stay around, make sure to click that little subscribe button down there, or you can show some love by going to the description below and clicking on the button titled Buy Me a Coffee. Leave a little something there, or click on the Cash App. Leave a little something here. Till the next time, peace.
I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. I fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the night. I can see the light again. I can see the light. You can see the life in him illuminate the night. I know the time is taking. A 365, that's a full rotation. I see you looking up. You know them constellations. Constantly gazing like house of praises. You get to praising.